Alright, fellow gamers, this is Forgotten Lore back again, show you another tips and tricks video. One of my favorite things to do early game is to tame bears with honey. They're excellent for a lot of different reasons, but honey can be kind of difficult to get to earlier on in the game. I'm going to show you how and one of the best ways to do it. So, if you place a foundation or a pillar with a ceiling on top of it, it will keep the hive from spawning in, so once it's destroyed it will not come back. So you don't want to impede on its ability to do that. So what you want to do is you place your pillar. Hopefully this one won't clip, which it didn't, which is cool. And then you put your ladder on it. So a lot of people use this as a way to claim land so that people don't build on top of important resources or generally encroach on your area so that you can't put down like a tech generator or something similar to that. So what you want to do is you place down your wood pillar, your ladder, and then climb up to it. Once you're close enough to it, see how it says E, gather honey. At this point you can gather your honey. So if this is a live hive, once you gather your honey, little bees will come out. If you're on a tame and they attack you, it will dismount you. The only one that's safe from that is the bear. So you can gather honey with the bear with the right click attack and it'll gather 15 honey. If you do it by hand, you'll only get 5. So if you need a lot more honey, you could use the bear or do it by hand. So we're going to do it with hand, see what happens. And nothing comes out, which is cool. So you do take a little bit of damage from picking it up. I have this chibi pet on, which is probably why I'm taking more damage than I should. If you have a full set of ghillie on with nothing else, it should not do a whole lot of damage to you. So if that was an active hive, little bees would have came out, attacked me, I would have had to have run, and they follow you quite a bit. So you might want to put down sleeping bags near where you may die and then respawn at the sleeping bag so that you can get your honey off of your corpse. That really helps, especially early game. And if this is a newer server or that's an active hive, chances are there's little bees in there and they will chase you down. Alright, so now that you have your honey, what are you going to do with it? Honey has a spoil timer. As you can see, this one has 19 minutes on it. Once that spoil timer goes down, it will disappear, go poof. But I discovered a long time ago that you could actually put these on the fishing rod for fishing. Now here's the interesting thing. After it's on the fishing rod, you can right click, remove accessory, and it kicks out the honey. Now this is the honey that got kicked out. Look at the honey next to it. Now you see how the spoil timer is higher, even though they got collected at the same time. That's because it went in the fishing rod. So if you take your honey and you place them in your fishing rods, whenever you need the honey, you go in, remove accessory, boom, it comes out, and it comes out fresh. So you can keep your honey pretty much indefinitely this way. It's very useful for early game. Like I said, for example, if you want to tame bears, you could use this as a way to tame those. Megatheriums, you can tame those. The Lipluridon. Nobody cares about the Lipluridon. And the reason being is because it's difficult to tame. You have to have the giant bee honey on you, and not many people are going to have giant bee honey down in the depths. But now there's a reason to tame them, because you can keep a few of these rods on you while you're doing your ocean adventures and tame yourself a Lipluridon. So you can go in, open your loot crates, get your increased quality on those loot crates. So I really don't see a reason why Wildcard would need to nerf this, but they may do it in the future at some point. It really wouldn't make any sense to me. If anything, they should embrace this and use this as a reason why people would want to tame the Lipluridon in the first place.